Hi, my name is Robin May. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. On this week's episode of the Reframe, we are gonna be tackling where do we start? If you've been following along the Reframe episodes and been thinking like, okay, I get it, but where do I actually start? This episode is for you. Because here's what usually happens. We get inspired, we feel motivated, and then we try to change everything at once. And I have done that so many times. You've probably seen it on my social media where I'm saying, I'm rebranding, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, and I try to tackle everything at once, and then I completely fall off and I become inconsistent and it feels like nothing really makes sense anymore. So we are going to do a 24-day challenge and I'm gonna guide you through it. I'm super excited. If you want to join this challenge, all you need to do is make sure that you are subscribed to my channel, 2, you're following me on Instagram, because that is where I'm going to be posting in our broadcast channel every single week. And the goal really is to have a weekly meeting where we just touch base, we kind of do some brainstorming together, kind of almost like a silent co-working session. And this is going to be 30 to 60 minutes on your Sunday that you spend on your personal goals, okay? Not work goals, not career goals, nothing other than yourself. And the reason why we're not gonna overhaul and do everything at once is because that is often how burnout happens, or you start to feel guilty, or you start to feel avoidant, and we do not want to do that this time. The reframe for this week is you don't change your life by changing everything. You change it by choosing one habit and staying with it long enough for it to become a ritual, and then letting that ritual change you. This is not about discipline, it's about building trust with yourself. And that's why I'm inviting you to a 3-week rebrand reset. Not aesthetic, not performative, and internal first. We are going to anchor the entire reset around one habit. The reason why I'm choosing only one habit is because this genuinely worked so well for me last month, okay? At the end of December, I decided I was going to do 30 minutes of the Stairmaster. I really wanted to reconnect with movement and honestly start enjoying going to the gym again, because I have been dreading it almost for 3 years. I love group fitness. I've been doing tons of classes, but I could not get myself to go to the gym. And now that I have one in my condo, I just decided that movement has to be a non-negotiable. So I wanted to stick with one thing that I could do every single day. And I did this for 30 days straight, 30 minutes on the Stairmaster every single day, no matter what. But your habit, it can be anything. I just need it to be personal to you, not career related, not relationship related, not friendship related, something that is deeply personal to you, aligned with your personal goals and your personal life. So week number 1, choose and notice. This week is about choosing one habit and doing it daily. I need you to stick with it for 7 days. There's no pressure to perfect it, and there's no pressure to enjoy it. I just need you to show up and do it every single day. What matters the most this week is awareness. I want you to write down and notice how you feel before starting it, how you feel during it, and how you feel after. And then what thoughts start to come up around that habit. This week is not about results. It's about noticing your patterns without judging them, and understand that awareness is progress. Week number 2 is all about language and identity. Now that the habit exists, we want to look at the story we're attaching to it. So you need to pay attention to how you talk to yourself. Do you say, I have to? Or do you say, I get to? Are you labeling yourself as bad at consistency? Do you spiral if you miss a day? This is where habits usually fall apart. It's not because of the actual action, it's because of the identity that we're attaching to it. Instead of saying, I'm trying to be consistent, I want you to say, I am a person who moves my body every day. Or, I am someone who makes breakfast every day. Whatever that habit is, I want you to tell yourself that you are a person who does that. Not just that you're trying to do it, but that you're actually doing it, and you do it. Your reframe for week 2 is speaking to yourself like someone you respect. Okay, week number 3. This is all about reflection and support. The goal here is to reflect on what has been working for the past 2-ish weeks now, and how can you add structure to it? So I want you to think about what supported this habit. Where did you struggle? What made it easier? What made it more difficult? Then we can adjust from here. So really, week 3 is about starting to make those adjustments. I want you to focus on simple consistency, just getting the habit done every day for those first 2 weeks. When we adjust, we can consider what needs to be added, what needs to be removed, and this is where your habit starts to become a ritual. It starts to become something that you are excited about doing every day. It becomes something that's actually integrated into your lifestyle. It becomes something you want to prioritize. It becomes something that fits into your lifestyle instead of fighting against it. And your reframe for week 3 is, I design my life to support who I'm becoming. We're not designing our lives of who we were. We're not necessarily designing our lives of who we want to be 5-10 years from now. I want you to focus on designing your life around who you are becoming right now. This requires you to become so clear on your identity. I think a lot of self-development theories focus too much on building a multi-year plan instead of focusing on the now. This video and 3 weeks from this moment, this is your now. The person you are today and the person you are in 3 weeks are very close in proximity, and there is a lot of room to create lifelong change without having to know the plan of 5 years or 10 years or even 1 year. So the more you can start to conceptualize who you are right now and the changes that you may need to endure to get to this vision you have for yourself, they become more tangible when they are closer in your grasp. So by focusing on one habit, not 5, not 10, not 3, by focusing on just one habit for 3 weeks, you will notice how much closer you feel to where you want to be. And it might not be because you had this huge breakthrough. It might be because your confidence is boosted. Your trust in yourself has deepened. And these factors are just as important to those physical, tangible goals. So if you want to join the Rebrand Reset, all you need to do is make sure you're subscribed to my YouTube channel, following my Instagram so that you are included in the broadcast channel. And I'm going to give you a workbook for the next 3 weeks that you can work with. We're going to be doing a weekly call Sunday morning, 11 a.m. Tap in for 30 minutes. This is going to be a co-working call where we plan our intentions for the week and make sure that we are actually setting ourselves up for success when it comes to keeping up with this new habit. And then if you are based in Toronto, I would love to plan some sort of coffee matcha meetup on the final Sunday as a little celebration for sticking to this challenge for 3 weeks. I want to wrap up this video by saying you do not need to change everything in your life. You just need to stay with one habit long enough to let it change you. If you want to join the 3-week Rebrand Reset, start by choosing one habit today. I'll be sharing check-ins and prompts along the way. We are not rushing this. We are becoming quietly and intentionally.